The morning light slips gently through the curtains. It paints soft lines across the room, quiet and golden. Somewhere a kettle hums, a clock ticks, and the day begins. For many over 60, mornings carry a slower rhythm now. There's no rush to chase the hours, only time to feel them. You stretch your fingers, roll your wrists, take a deep breath. The body feels familiar yet different, slower but wiser. Each small movement holds a story of years gone by. Decades of lifting, reaching, holding, and letting go. Shoulders that once carried children, dreams, and burdens. Now they ask for kindness, for care, for gentle motion. You pause, listening to the quiet inside your chest. The world outside hums, but you stay still for a moment. This is where it begins, not with effort but awareness. A slow inhale invites calm, a soft exhale releases weight. The body answers with quiet gratitude. Every breath feels like a promise to yourself. A promise to move gently, with patience and grace. Because after 60, strength is no longer speed. It's presence, the courage to move slowly and still move. The weight we carry is not always heavy in our hands. Sometimes it lives quietly in our shoulders, in the way they tighten when we worry, in the way they lift when we feel unsure, and in the way they ache when we forget to rest. Years have a way of settling there. Not loudly, not painfully, but slowly and steadily. Like dust gathering on a shelf we never notice. Until one day, we turn and the stiffness reminds us. This is where we've stored the moments we never let go. The things we carried for others. The things we didn't say. The kindness we gave when we were tired. And the times we stayed strong because someone had to. Our shoulders remember all of it. Every bag we lifted, every hug we gave, every tear we held back. They remember carrying children, groceries, and dreams. They remember the laughter and the quiet nights alone. They hold our story even when we stop telling it. As we grow older, we begin to notice the whispers of that weight. A gentle pull when we reach for something high. A slow ache when we turn too quickly. It's not weakness. It's memory. It's the body speaking in a language of reminders. It says you have lived fully. It says you have done enough. And now it asks for a little care in return. Imagine sitting quietly, feeling that familiar tightness. Not judging it, not fighting it, just noticing. That awareness is the first act of healing. Because you cannot release what you do not acknowledge. You can't free what you don't recognize as yours. Take a slow breath. Let it fill the chest, rise to the shoulders, and rest there. Hold it gently, then let it go. Notice how even the smallest exhale can make space. This is how we begin to lighten the load. Not with force, but with kindness. Not with control, but with permission. Permission to feel, to soften, to forgive. Every movement, no matter how small, carries meaning. A shoulder roll is not just motion. It's a quiet conversation with yourself. It says, I'm still here. It says, I still care for this body. With each gentle stretch, we invite release. A slow turning of the wheel that's been still for too long. You might hear a soft click, feel a little warmth spreading. That's the body remembering freedom. Not the speed of youth, but the ease of acceptance. The grace of patience. The strength of gentleness. In this simple act, we reclaim something precious. Not perfection, not performance, but peace. Because every shoulder, no matter how stiff, can learn to let go. Every heart, no matter how tired, can learn to rest. And every person, no matter their age, can move again slowly, softly, beautifully. That's the quiet power of being present. To carry only what's light enough for today. And to set the rest gently down. Before we move, we breathe. It sounds simple, but it's the beginning of everything. The breath is the bridge between thought and motion. between what we wish to do and what the body allows. Take a slow inhale now. Feel the air travel in, soft and patient. Let it fill the lungs, expand the chest, reach the shoulders. Pause there just for a moment, feeling the stillness inside. Then let it go, like a tide returning to the sea. The breath knows the rhythm of life. It comes and goes, rises and falls, always steady, always kind. When we breathe with awareness, the world seems to slow. The noise fades. The worries loosen their grip. And we begin to notice the small things again. The sound of the air leaving our lips. The warmth that follows every exhale. The way our shoulders begin to sink just a little lower. Breathing is not just survival. It is communication, the oldest conversation we have with ourselves. Every inhale whispers, "I am here." Every exhale replies, "I am safe." For those of us over 60, breathing becomes an act of trust. Trust that the body still remembers what calm feels like. Trust that slowness is not weakness, but wisdom. We have spent decades rushing. Breath was always in the background, silent, unnoticed. Now it becomes the teacher. It shows us that control begins with surrender. That letting go can be more powerful than holding on. Take another slow breath in. This time, imagine it carrying light into your body. A soft, golden light that spreads from the chest to the shoulders. It moves like warm sunlight through an open window. It lingers where tension hides. It reaches the neck, the back, the arms. And as you exhale, the light doesn't fade. It settles deeper, calming everything it touches. Breath becomes movement, even before you lift a finger. It opens space where tightness once lived. It clears the path for motion to follow. You begin to notice that your body listens when you breathe with care. The shoulders soften. The jaw loosens. Even the mind grows quiet. There's no need to push or prove anything here. Each breath is enough. Each pause is permission. You are not running from time, you are moving within it. Slowly, rhythmically, like waves against the shore. This is how gentle mobility begins, with awareness, not effort. With breath, not force. You can close your eyes now if you wish. Feel the air move through you like a song you once knew by heart. You are not trying to control it, only to listen. And in that listening, you find balance. Because breathing is the body's quiet reminder that life is still happening. And that even the smallest breath can carry peace. Again, slowly inhale. Let the air rise through you, calm and clear. Exhale softly, and let the world grow quiet again. You have already begun to move. Now that the breath has found its rhythm, the body begins to listen. It waits for a cue, a gentle invitation to move. There is no rush, no need to prove anything. Movement begins in silence, in awareness, in kindness. Imagine yourself sitting tall, feet steady, spine aligned. The room is quiet, filled only with the sound of your breath. Your shoulders rest, calm and still, like calm water before a wave. And then slowly you begin. The shoulders lift, just a little as if rising to greet the morning. They move backward, soft and easy, tracing a quiet circle in the air. Once, twice, 3 times. Each motion smaller than you expect, but deeper than it feels. You can hear the faint echo of joints awakening, the whisper of motion. This is not about stretching far, it's about returning home. Every roll, every gentle rotation tells your body, "I remember you." You might feel a slight pull, a warmth spreading through the arms. That warmth is energy returning, circulation finding its way again. You exhale and the shoulders sink down, just a bit freer than before. There's something beautiful in this slowness. The body no longer fights itself. It moves like wind through tall grass, soft and sure. You roll your shoulders again, forward this time. The circle changes direction, but the peace remains. The motion feels like drawing time itself, round, patient, endless. For a moment you are both still and moving, quiet and alive. Each circle melts away a little stiffness, a little story of strain. You can almost feel the years untangle beneath your skin. No force, no push, only breath-guiding motion. This is not the stretch of youth chasing flexibility. This is the stretch of wisdom choosing gentleness. The kind of movement that honors where you are, not where you were. The kind that celebrates every small victory, every inch of release. You notice your chest opening now. Air flows more freely, space grows inside you. The spine straightens, the heart feels lighter. A small smile appears without effort, just the body's way of saying thank you. You rest for a moment, breathing softly. The shoulders drop, heavy and warm, no longer guarded. You can feel your pulse steady and slow, a rhythm of calm strength. It's as if every part of you agrees, this is enough. In this simple circle of motion, life feels quiet again. The mind clears, the noise fades, the present expands. You realize how long it's been since you truly moved without tension. Not for fitness, not for goals, but for grace. This is gentle mobility, not a task but a conversation. A dialogue between breath and body, time and tenderness. Each shoulder roll says, I am learning to move again. Each pause says, I am learning to rest. And somewhere between those two truths, balance appears. You sit still once more, breathing softly, shoulders relaxed and alive. The body feels lighter, the heart quieter, and the moment complete. There's a rhythm hidden in every slow movement. It's not the rhythm of music or of time, but of the body remembering itself. The shoulders sway gently, forward and back like a quiet tide. Each motion begins with breath and ends with release. You can feel the muscles responding now, softer, warmer, alive. It's like the body is waking from a long sleep, blinking into light. No rush, no struggle, just motion shaped by peace. You start to notice the small details, how the air feels on your skin, how the heartbeat aligns with the roll of your shoulders. This is the rhythm of renewal. The body and breath moving as one, simple and sincere. With each slow rotation, stiffness loosens its grip. The space between the bones feels wider, freer, more open. There's a story unfolding in that quiet rhythm. A story of patience, of persistence, of soft strength. You remember a time when movement felt effortless. When lifting, reaching, and turning came without thought. Now the movements are smaller, but somehow more meaningful. Every inch of motion feels earned, precious, alive. You are no longer chasing flexibility. You are reclaiming connection. There's a steadiness in your breath, a softness in your chest. The mind, once full of chatter, begins to fall silent. The shoulders move again, slow circles drawn with care. They rise, they fall, they flow like water returning to its course. The simplicity of the motion becomes a kind of meditation. You start to feel the rhythm spreading beyond your shoulders, down the arms, through the spine, into the quiet center of you. This rhythm doesn't ask for effort, it asks for honesty. To listen, to feel, to be here. You think of someone, maybe an old friend or a neighbor, moving with grace. Their steps unhurried, their gestures calm and sure. They knew this rhythm long before you noticed it. The rhythm of care. The rhythm of listening to what the body whispers instead of what it demands. You realize now this is not just a stretch. It's a return to trust. Trust that the body still holds wisdom. Trust that movement, even slow, still heals. You let the shoulders roll one more time. The movement feels smoother now, less mechanical, more alive. It's no longer exercise, it's conversation. The air moves around you, the breath flows through you. There is harmony again, body, breath, and being in gentle accord. You rest for a moment, still in the rhythm, still in the quiet. Every breath feels connected to something larger, something peaceful. This is what renewal feels like. Not youth regained, but presence restored. Not speed or strength, but softness and awareness. And as you breathe again, the rhythm continues inside you. A quiet pulse reminding you movement is life. And life, even at its slowest, still dances beautifully. After the movement comes the pause. The shoulders settle, the arms fall softly at your sides. There's a warmth lingering beneath the skin, quiet and alive. It feels like sunlight resting inside the muscles. The air around you grows still, as if listening too. This is the gift of stillness, the moment after motion, the breath after effort. You sit or stand, not doing, only being. The heart slows, the breath deepens, the body remembers calm. Stillness is not emptiness. It's the space where everything begins to make sense. You can feel your pulse, steady and low, whispering in rhythm with the air. The shoulders feel lighter, freer, as if they've dropped something unseen. That heaviness you didn't name is gone, melted in the quiet. The body, once tense, now hums gently with peace. It's strange how much life lives inside silence. How much healing happens when we stop trying. You don't have to chase stillness. It arrives when you allow it. The mind follows the breath follows the body, and all becomes one. A soft breeze of awareness moves through you. It says you've done enough. It says just rest. Stillness is the moment the body listens to the gift you just gave it. It absorbs, restores, and renews. Every muscle loosens its guard, every thought softens its edge. You can almost feel your body smiling from within. The warmth spreads from your shoulders to your chest, down to your hands. It's like your body is saying thank you, not with words but with calm. In this silence, the world feels different. Time stretches, sound fades. You are not separate from the quiet, you are part of it. Stillness does not ask for effort, it only asks for presence. It's the pause between notes that turns sound into music. It's the rest between movements that makes motion meaningful. You let the breath deepen again, not out of need but out of peace. Each inhale feels softer, fuller, more forgiving. Each exhale feels like letting go of something you no longer need. Worry, tension, doubt, they drift away with the air. You realize that stillness isn't about doing nothing. It's about being aware of everything, gently, without control. The body is not frozen, it's listening. The heart is not idle, it's resting. And the mind, for once, is not racing ahead. It's here in this moment, whole and still. You stay like that for a little while longer. There's no goal, no destination, no finish line. Only breath, warmth, and quiet gratitude. Stillness, like movement, is a practice of care. It's the body's way of whispering, "Thank you for remembering me." And when you're ready, you take one last deep breath. You feel the shoulders relax again, even deeper than before. The stillness lingers, glowing softly inside you. Because in every pause there is healing. And in every quiet breath there is peace. The body remembers more than we think. It keeps the echoes of every movement, every moment of care. As you rest now, you can feel that memory unfolding quietly. It's gentle, like ripples spreading across still water. The shoulders that once held so much are softer, lighter. You can sense space where there used to be tension. The breath moves freely, no longer trapped beneath the weight of years. This is what healing feels like, not sudden but steady. Not loud but deep. The heart remembers too. It remembers the times you ignored its whispers for rest. The days you pushed through the ache, pretending not to feel it. Now it feels your attention, your care, your slowness. And it responds with calm. Each beat says thank you. Each pulse carries warmth through your chest. You realize how connected everything is: the breath, the body, the heart. When one slows down, the others follow. When one softens, the rest find peace. This slow stretch is not just about movement. It's a quiet act of forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for the years you rushed, for the times you thought rest was weakness, for the moments you forgot how to listen inward. You're remembering now. Every inhale is a small reunion with yourself. Every exhale is a letting go of what no longer serves you. The shoulders rise again slightly, then fall with the breath. The motion is smaller now, but full of meaning. You can feel gratitude in the way your body moves. Not gratitude spoken, but lived through care, through awareness. It's strange how something so small can feel so whole. You don't need a mirror or a goal or applause. You only need presence. Because presence itself is strength. After 60, the body teaches this truth gently. That motion is not about distance, but depth. That progress is not about speed, but sincerity. You move slower, but you move wiser. Every stretch becomes a conversation between heart and muscle, between memory and now. And in that quiet conversation, something changes inside you. The body no longer feels like a burden, it feels like a friend. You no longer push it, you accompany it. You move together softly, with understanding. The shoulders settle once more. The breath deepens again. The air feels lighter, clearer, filled with quiet confidence. You realize that mobility isn't just about flexibility. It's about freedom, the freedom to move without fear or rush. To move simply because you can. The gift of being able to move at all becomes sacred. You carry that thought with you now, gently, like a small flame. The warmth stays in your chest, calm and steady. It's the body's reminder that age does not close doors. It opens new ways of moving, new ways of being alive. And as you breathe once more, you know this truth deeply. You are not slowing down, you are arriving. Arriving fully in the present, one gentle breath at a time. Take one last slow breath. Let it fill your chest, rise to your shoulders, and rest in your heart. The body feels lighter now, softer, calmer. The air seems warmer, the silence deeper. You've given yourself a moment that asks for nothing but awareness. A moment to move gently, to breathe, to simply be. The shoulders no longer carry stories of strain. They carry ease, grace, and quiet strength. This is what renewal feels like, subtle but real. Not the rush of youth, but the calm of wisdom. You realize movement is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters with care. Breath, stillness, motion, all part of the same gentle rhythm. And in that rhythm you find peace. You smile softly, knowing you've listened well today. You've honored your body, your breath, your years. For everyone over 60, this is the lesson. You are not slowing down, you are moving with intention. You are not losing strength, you are finding balance. So take one last breath, deep and kind. Whisper to yourself, I am here, I am whole, I am enough. And let the day unfold, slow and beautiful.